Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rose Wright and I write and narrate Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction. Thank you to cat-saturn for their beautiful artwork in my thumbnail. Their info will be linked below, so please check them out and give them some love. I'm a bit sick right now, so please forgive my scratchy throat. Now then, please enjoy Long Lost Love. Meeting Marinette was one of the best things that could have happened to Kagami. She had friends now. Real friends. Not the kind she met at fencing practice. No, those people were her rivals. Kagami didn't get out much. It was summer and here she was taking online classes for university. When she wasn't studying, she would practice fencing, kendo, music. You name it, and Kagami probably had practice for it. Marinette had been bugging her for weeks to dance with her and Ollie at the local nightclub. Even her friends tell her to loosen up and to have fun. Kagami had never been loose in her life. She didn't even know what that would feel like. Regardless, Kagami rang Marinette's doorbell, dressed in cargo pants and a long-sleeved black top tucked in. It was form-fitting, so surely it would meet her friend's approval. Kagami could hear Marinette's typical cheerful voice bounding toward the door at full speed. "Coming!" Marinette sang, promptly followed by, "Oh!" She ran into the bakery door. Classic Marinette. She energetically flung the door open wide, all smiles until she laid eyes on Kagami. Her face fell as she looked her friend up and down. Kagami? What are you wearing?" "What? I think it's fine. It's just pants and a shirt. It's whatever." She rolled her eyes under Marinette's skeptical gaze. I think we can do better," Marinette said, a smile returning to her face as she whisked Kagami upstairs to her old bedroom that she had since turned into a sewing studio. When upstairs, Kagami took in the sight of all Marinette's projects, past and present, sighing deeply. "Marinette, we don't have time. We said we'd meet Alia at the club. You don't want to make her wait for you again." Kagami was being kind by using the word again. In truth, everyone always waited for Marinette. Today would be no different. "Whatever, this is a fashion emergency. She'll understand." Now, where to start? Without another word, Marinette yanked the long-sleeve shirt off Kagami's body in one fluid motion as the startled woman protested, shielding herself. Marinette pulled out her fabric scissors and tore at the cotton shirt. "What are you doing?" Kagami shrieked, watching as her friend snipped mercilessly through the thin shirt until it had no sleeves and was much shorter. 5-minute tops. Chill, Kagami, I've got this." The seamstress looked on confidently as she folded a bit of fabric over, inserting an elastic band on the top and bottom, running it swiftly through the sewing machine. "I hope you're right." Kagami crossed her bare arms, looking down at Marinette hard at work. And she was right. The shirt was finished in less than 5 minutes. Marinette held it up in front of Kagami. "Voila! This is going to look perfect!" "Thanks, Marinette, but this looks more like a strapless bra," Kagami said as she inspected the small garment. "Just try it on, silly. I'm going to accessorize you." The chipper girl waltzed to her closet as Kagami pulled the fabric over her head, which revealed her midriff. Even though she was 22, Kagami's mom would kill her for wearing something so immodest. She admired herself in the floor-length mirror, though. Kagami had a nice figure that she rarely showed. Her dark bob fluttered around her face as she whipped her head at Marinette's yelp. "Ah! Found it!" She exited the closet, clothes falling around her feet as she held a jacket, a deep burgundy shade, made of some sleek material. "Here!" She thrust the item at Kagami. Kagami held her hands up in refusal. "Marinette, really, you've done too much." "I'm glad to, really." She grabbed Kagami's long, slender arms, placing them through the holes of the jacket. "Come on, we've got to hurry." "Ugh, finally!" I thought you guys decided to bail. Alia smirked as she leaned against the brick wall of the club with her boyfriend's arm draped around her. Marinette jogged a few feet to meet her friends, but was suddenly out of breath. Despite looking petite, Marinette had never worked out a day in her life, so she wasn't in the best shape. She would likely blame it on the stilettos she decided to wear. Not great for dancing, but they gave her an extra 4 inches to her short stature. Come on, gang. I don't want to keep Adrien and Luca waiting too long. Being early is in their blood. Nino chuckled softly, shaking his head. Let's go! As Marinette fumbled for her ID, she asked shakily, Adrien? Luca? Her voice took on a soprano timbre with each word. She hadn't seen either of them since graduation. Adrien always modeled in obscure locations, and Luca was in and out of tours with his father, Jagged Stone. She had maybe talked to Luca 2 times in the past few years, 3 times max. But Adrien? Not even once. Her cheeks blazed with a heat that she hadn't felt since she was a teenager. Oh, girl, sorry, I forgot to mention they would be here. You're good, though, right? Alia whispered to her best friend as they handed their IDs to the bouncer. She picked up on Marinette's hesitance. Oh, sure. I'm fine. Great, actually. And as she entered the club, lights dancing around her, she saw them. Her ex-boyfriend stood by the boy, or, man, who had been the love of her life so many years ago. And just like that, it was high school all over again. She was taken back to the moment she fell in love with the boy who got away, Adrien Agreste. The rain, the umbrella that she actually still had in her possession, their hands brushing, and a heart so full of love and utter confusion. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more fan fiction. Have a beautiful day and stay miraculous!